We were not expecting this type of landslide victory. Although we knew we would win, but this is too massive.
That was the immediate reaction of one of the PDP chieftains on the result of the Ekiti governorship election. The election result is perhaps a first in the political history of Nigeria. This may be considering that an incumbent governor was beaten not only in his local government area, but in every local government of a state. Pundits and analysts have tried to give explanations to what could have been responsible for this.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
The incumbent and APC candidate in the governorship election on the morning of the day the result was announced made a statewide TV broadcast, though not less shocked.
If indeed this is the will of the Ekiti people, I stand in deference to your will.
The APC challenged the case in court, but the PDP's candidate, Mr. Ayodele Fayose, emerged victorious. Months down the line, however, a new factor is perhaps changing the narrative as to what really transpired in the Ekiti 2014 governorship election.
Chief never believed.
A few weeks ago, a purported secret audio recording surfaced online. It discloses a purported meeting of some PDP chieftains in the over 30-minute recording. Conversations about the elections, especially as relating to the role of the military, were allegedly largely discussed. Alleged to be present are Mr. Fayose, who was then the governorship candidate of the PDP, former ministers for State for Defense, Musiliu Obanikoro, Police Affairs Caleb Olubolade, and Senator Yola Omishore, and a former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Abdul Karim. The PDP leaders are said to be meeting with the then military commander of the 32 Artillery Brigade. Some of the aspects of the recording which raise concerns are first, statement made by Mr. Fayose, which reveals there might be some prior meeting staged in Abuja, the seat of power, and links with top officials of the military.
And told me he has briefed him. I gave him his number because I never met him before. And he told me you are a safe hands, he will perform, and if you have any issues, call me. And he told me that I have made it clear to him that you are a donator for this election. We agreed in Abuja on modalities to work. And we agreed to a sticker. That any vehicle you see that sticker, they allow that sticker.
Another is what may have drawn the umpire INEC into the fray.
The thing INEC gave to us, soft copy, we now printed everything. So that he now told me, because they see INEC thing on top of it. They packed all the computers. It took me more than 2 hours to get this man to release.
The intense conversation appears to have slightly shaken the general, and when the then Minister for State for Defense waded in at some point, a clear warning for him to cooperate was given, perhaps to avoid any sad consequence.
Don't talk too much. I want you to go and work and deliver for us. Look here.
Yes, sir.
You can't get promotion without me sitting on top of your military council.
Yes, sir.
If I'm a happy man tomorrow night, yes, the sky is your limit.
And at the end of the day,
if I'm unhappy at the same time, I am not here to party. I'm here on assignment.
The man who claims to have made the recording, Captain Sagiri Koli, who is currently on self-exile, brings some insight into the meeting. First was how the military personnel were used and how the team which was specifically earmarked for the task was identified.
On the election day, there was banners, hand banners. You see some of our soldiers, you see them with hand banner, purple in color. That anybody with that hand banner should be allowed free access for movement on the election day.
From Channels Television's coverage of the election, people were seen being arrested as military officers ran after others. A close look is perhaps a match with Captain Colley's description of the special officers with purple handbands. Captain Colley revealed to us that General Momo was deployed specially for the Ekiti elections a month before the election, as it was perhaps clear the former commander of the division was not ready to play games.
Surprisingly, a month to the election, we saw a signal that General Momo is coming to take over his command in 32 Artillery Brigade Abure, while General Tiko should go back and take over his command in Bina, 31 Artillery Brigade. Then when General Momo came in, he told us specifically that, gentlemen, I'm here for assignment. I'm here for special assignment, and you know the assignment is Ekiti State election. So you go out to follow me, whatever I said. But immediately we saw the signal, it was clear that maybe General Duko cannot do what they want him to do. That is why he was removed. Now, when Fayoshe and his team now reached the airport to receive the president and his entourage, we are staying together with Obanikoro and his ADC. He told Fayoshe at the airport that, see the new brigade commander that we brought you based on your request. From there, I was shocked. I said, this thing is going to be why this sudden change of command.
For the past 3 hours, they tell me people that Abola is doing rally in his own town, and they are brandishing God. What does it take you to do this arrest, sir?
This is the man referred to in the recording, a member of the House of Representatives. He was marked for arrest.
You needed to have been there. You needed to have been in the thick of events and in the run-up to the Ekiti elections 2014 to appreciate this. My 87-year-old man was beaten up because they couldn't get him. He was also there. 87-year-old man. And then they started touching the ladies in my house indecently, all because of election.
And more revelations from the officer.
When we entered Ekiti State, that is 5 days to the elections, 5 days to the elections specifically, I learned that the whole troops, the whole troops, officers and soldiers, they handed them over to PDP supporters and PDP talks. So I can't tell you specifically the number of arrestments, but there was mass arrest of APC members, APC chieftains before the election. The hotel we stayed, Jewel Hotel along Fire quarters. That is where I stay with my commander throughout the elections. Now, in that hotel, our rooms, specifically the commander's room, is filled of money. You see, so Ghana must go with money.
I asked why he fled the country. He tells me this.
My life is under threat.
Okay. All right. Who are those that are threatening your life?
Specifically, it was my brigade commander then. You know, when the incident happened, he told me that before somebody would kill me, I have to kill that person. Then they directed an officer to accompany me and tie me and take me to 2 Division Ibadan. I know that there's a serious threat to my life, so I had to leave that morning and Shobo.
But for Senator Iyola Omisore, this is how he describes the secret audio tape.
There was no meeting, actually. No, she went to the army camp to go and complain about Nigerian army arresting his people, alleging that Fayemi bribed the Nigerian soldiers to arrest his people. That was just all. So if you listen to that tape, maybe if you listen to it, it's a non-issue. The issue is discussed and non-issue completely.
Channels Television tried to reach some of those purportedly identified in the audio tape, but all efforts hit the rocks. The governor of Ekiti State would prefer to react to the matter through his commissioner for information. And for Governor Fayoshe, the audio tape is false and simply a political stunt to distract him.
It's just a political stunt, because if it were to be an evidence, and they have a case in court, all they need to do is apply through their lawyers to add, to the evidence they have. You don't take real good evidence to the media. You take it to the court, especially when you are already in court. Of what? Culpable of having a discussion. Culpable of what? It is a stupid concoction, and we expect they would put more, because they approached us that they will want us to buy what they say is a damning evidence. They try to blackmail my principal, but we won't buy because we have nothing to hide.
But Mr. Fayoshe won't take the case lying low.
Okay. We are contemplating legal action, both here in Nigeria and abroad, against the Sahara reporters and all the purported authors of this fake audio.
Nigerian lawyer and rights activist Mr. Femi Falana argues that the intention of the meeting by the people involved may be faulted.
It's a very serious criminal step that was taken. What do you mean by that? In a country where the rule of law operates, all those guys who featured in that, audio recording will have been arrested and arraigned in court by now, because clearly the entire discussion, right, was all about the Ekiti election, the governorship election last year, how they were going to manipulate the election, how they were going to use the military. When you militarize an election, in the first place it's illegal. As the Court of Appeal has just said again now, whoever deployed soldiers for that election committed illegality by violating the Constitution.
We also sought to know what is being done within the military to investigate the matter, but no clue as to what the army is doing on the issue. INEC may not be totally blameless in the matter, but then whether or not this is a matter of concern to the Commission is unclear.
It's in the interest, indeed, of those officers that there is an investigation, particularly if indeed they are innocent of the allegations contained or made or transmitted through those tapes. They are entitled to be cleared if they are innocent. And the only way to clear them is to have a proper investigation. If you don't have a proper investigation, this will continue to hang over them long after they've left service, and that's not fair to them. That's number one. Two, INEC, as the institution responsible for guaranteeing the integrity of the electoral system, needs to undertake its own investigation into what transpired, into the credibility or otherwise of those allegations, in order also to ensure for itself that outside actors don't compromise its systems, that outside actors don't undermine the credibility of the electoral system.
The 2015 general elections are just few days away. Security operatives and INEC are key to how the entire exercise will play out. If the fog around this matter is not cleared, and to the satisfaction of the public, it could leave a stain that may be difficult to erase on the part of the key actors in this drama. Sheung Okimbaloe reporting for Channels Television News.